Hey everybody, it's Peter, and we're back for another episode of Vlog Every Day in August for Amy Schmidhauer's SSS Savvy Sexy Social website. Unfortunately, I missed out on yesterday, which was day 10. I was running around yesterday, and I was really whacked out. Basically, passed out after dinner for a few hours and wake up till really late. So I really wasn't up for even doing like a quickie video. So I figured, screw it. I skipped the other day too because I wasn't up for it. And today is day 11. I was doing the last two VEDAs. Actually, I did do combos on days I just couldn't make it through or wasn't up for the task, that kind of thing. I was doing really good for about the first almost 7 days, but like I said, I skipped a couple of days. But anyway, I'm back now. Yesterday's question was superpowers. Which one would you like to have? And today's question is, what's your favorite summer activity? Well, we'll go back to the first one. And this question always comes up a lot, even on OkCupid. That one, there's so many to choose from. Oh, I want to be like Superman. I want to be like Batman. I want to fly. I want to be invisible. That kind of thing. I look at the more practical ones personally, and also maybe because I'm a fan of Wolverine and not the movie Wolverine. I've liked Wolverine since the 80s. One, probably because he's Canadian. If I had to pick one power off the top of my head, I always go with the healing power, like instant healing that Wolverine and Deadpool can do, because the fact is, since I've been diabetic for going on 9 years as of last month, it'd be cool to have a power like that, because then I wouldn't be diabetic. All the aches and pains and the problems I have that go along with it, like the neuropathy in my feet, the problem with my eyeballs, actually then I would actually, if I had instant healing, I'd probably have perfect vision. Because I've been wearing glasses since I was 5, and after doing the cataract surgery, now I'm restricted to, now I can see 20/30, but I got to wear glasses still to see up close. I'd like to have my eyes back to normal, where I can just, doesn't matter, far side, near side, I can see everything. Instant healing would be great for aches and pains, so then you can do stuff, because now I can't stand on my feet for long periods of time. I got a backache, but if you've got something that can, as soon as you get a malady or something, can cure it. And if you follow the comic books from back in the day, Wolverine can't be poisoned and or get drunk because of his immune system. I think they brought that up in the Captain America movie, where he tried getting drunk and he couldn't because he's on the super serum, so he could also sort of heal rather quickly as well. Another superpower I would kind of like to have too is super intelligence, because then everybody's like, oh, I can fly and do this. But if you're super smart, like say Tony Stark or somebody else, you can figure out the world's problems. I'd probably still be a little bit more greedy and figure out my problems, and once I've got my stuff sorted, then I maybe come around and sort the world problems. But figure out ways, like in the movie Limitless, Bradley Cooper, he was on a drug to make him smarter, but figure out ways how to, again, it's a greedy thing, how to make some money for yourself. So you can, it's more for like, not that I can live off the high hog and do whatever, but just so you don't have to worry about things. Everything costs so much bloody money, and just to get by and survive. Just for little things. Like, I'm inventive myself as it is, but I'd like to be a tad smarter, like, Adam Savage smart, or even smarter than that, because I like building and figuring out things, but there's some things I really don't know, so I like to be that much smarter to figure out things. And also, like, something I always joke about, figure out the lottery numbers, or even figure out, hey, how can I make money on the stock market legitimately, by playing the numbers. Having super smart, you can do these kind of things. And if you got excess money, well, then you can maybe, gee, I made all this money, maybe I can do stuff with it after I've taken care of myself and family and friends. Then maybe I might be a little selfless and help the world out. But those are always things I like, just to be extra smarter, and healing factor. And you figure if you're smarter, well, then you don't have to have the power of flight. Heck, I'll just make myself a jetpack, or anti-gravity clothes or something. You'll just make it. You'll invent things. You don't need to have the power. You just build the stuff. Today's question was favorite summer activity. Keeping cool. Again, too, that would be nice with money, if you get something like air conditioning in the house. If we had, air conditioning is expensive, and Ontario Hydro is, I think, the most expensive in the country. And that's what my favorite activity last summer too was, when we had a bit of a heat wave going on, or the humidity gets really bad up in the Toronto and north of Toronto. I'm north of Toronto, but still, we're close to the lake, so we get a lot of humidex. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. So I try to avoid that sort of thing. When I was younger, in our second last house, we had a swimming pool, so swimming was a cool thing to do in the summertime. I mean, yeah, I could do other things too, but it's aggravating. I'm not as mobile as I used to be, and it's a matter of convenience. Maybe I'm part lazy, but yeah, and also because of my eye problems, I don't like going outside on sunny days. Today was a nice cloudy day, rained a bit. Perfect kind of day for me because of all my eye surgeries and eye procedures. I become more photosensitive. When people say, "Oh, it's a beautiful sunshiny day," and I'm like a vampire, and I just like, no, 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 just give me a dusky day or a cloudy day. When you have things happen to you, it just changes your perspective on life, and you got to be like, yeah, sorry, dude. As much as that's a lovely day out there, I can't enjoy it. So yeah, most of my time is just like, let's just hide out, keep nice and cool, and go to a movie, that kind of thing, anything to avoid swelteringness. Enjoy a cold beer, a cold beverage. Well, can't drink anymore because of diabetes. So again, back to the first question of superpowers. If I had super healing, then I could do all the other stuff that I used to enjoy. That I find from having failing health issues, some things you just can't enjoy anymore. I still enjoy a cold sake now and then. I don't like warm sake anymore because again, I got problems with my throat. I can't dissimulate things that give off a vapor like alcohols. If alcohol is a little too strong, like a good scotch, something like that, you can actually, feel this vapor coming down, depending on the type of drink too. Because I had some grappa the other day, which is an Italian equivalent of sort of a brandy, but clear. And that actually went down nice without hitting my throat. It made me go like, oh, which I don't enjoy. So, to go back on the questions then, what superpower would you like to have? Would you like to be like some lame DC comic book character? No offense, I grew up on Superman and Batman and all those guys too, but Hollywood and Zack Snyder's just totally ruining those kind of characters. Or you want to be cool like Deadpool and live forever, except with a butterface. Instant healing and super fighting powers, or what would you like to have? And also, what do you like to do for the summertime? How do you kick back? Do you like to go down to the beach? Do you like to swim? Go up to the cottage? Comment down below. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and we'll be seeing you.